I'm not gonna sugarcoat or beat around the bush when I say that I really don't like following trends, especially icebergs, which is something that's really out of my comfort zone, taking into consideration that I never attempted to make one apart from now. Icebergs are a tier list where you start off by discussing the most common things and eventually discussing the least common things. So grab your Spider-Man volume limiting headphones and be prepared to abandon your religion, because today we're gonna be discussing the Halo 2 Iceberg. Released in 2004. Honestly, there's nothing really much I could say besides it was just released in 2004. I can fact check it, but that's pretty much it. I just realized that it's only the beginning of the video and we're already off to a bad start. The UNSC versus Covenant. The Human Covenant War, also known as the Great War, was a major interstellar conflict pitting humanity and its United Nations Space Command against the Covenant Empire during the mid-26th century and between February 11th, 2050-25 and December 11th, 2050-52. There are only two known additional factions of the conflict. Dual wield. Dual wielding is a gameplay mechanic in Halo 2 and 3 that allows a player to wield two weapons at a time. Dual wielding does not exist in Halo 4 and Halo 5. When a player is dual wielding, the two weapons in conjunction are more powerful than a single weapon of the same type. This allows for enhanced firepower with double ammo capacity and firing rate. One of the disadvantages though is that when a player is dual wielding, the player must drop the left weapon in order to free a hand to throw grenades and deploy equipment. This action of dropping a weapon takes time and is disadvantageous. However, if you melee while dual wielding, the left weapon will automatically drop itself and the melee will come straight out right away. The Flood. The Flood is a fictional parasitic alien life form and one of the primary antagonists in Halo 2 multimedia franchise. First introduced in 2001, Halo Combat Evolved, it returns later entries in the series such as Halo 2 and Halo 3 and Halo Wars. The Flood is driven by a desire to infect any sentient life of significant size. Flood infected creatures, also called Flood, in turn can infect other hosts. The parasite is depicted as such a threat that the ancient foreigners constructed artificial ring-world superweapons known as Halos to contain it, and as a resort to kill all sentient life in the galaxy in an effort to stop the Floods by starving it. Xbox Live. Once again, there's nothing real I can say here. I possibly don't know what the fuck I could say about this besides it was on Xbox Live. Vehicle boarding. Boarding or hijacking is a technique featured in Halo 2. It is a unique and interesting way of neutralizing an enemy vehicle or craft by stealing it from its current pilot for personal operation. Boarding is the process of forcibly ejecting a vehicle's pilot and proceeding to take over the vehicle and use it against them. It is accomplished by simply holding X in Halo 2, 4, and Halo Reach, or RB in Halo 3. When near an enemy vehicle and the message "Hold Action" button to board vehicle appears. Master Chief. Master Chief is a Spartan 2 commando of the UNSC Naval Special Warfare Command. He is a protagonist and main character in both the Halo trilogy and Reclaimer saga. With over 30 years of active duty experience, he has become one of the most decorated war veterans in all United Nations Space Command, earning every known UNSC medal except for the Prisoner of War medallion. A fun fact about him, through modding it is possible to see Master Chief hidden behind a pillar in the Halo 2 level, The Hetrick. The Arbiter. In Halo, an Arbiter is a ceremonial, religious, and political rank bestowed upon Covenant elites. In the game Halo 2, the rank is given to a disgraced commander as a way to atone for his failures. Although the Arbiter is intended to die serving the Covenant leadership, he survives his missions and the Prophet's subsequent betrayal of his kind. When he learns that the Prophet's plans would doom all sentient life in the galaxy, the Arbiter allies with the Covenant's enemies and stops the ring world Halo from being activated. The Arbiter is a playable character in Halo 2 and its 2007 sequel Halo 3. A different Arbiter appears in 2009 real-time strategy game Halo Wars, which takes the place of 20 years before the events of the main trilogy. Multiplayer maps. In Halo 2 and all the Halo games, there are a lot of multiplayer maps. Once again, there's nothing real I can say here. I feel like this Iceberg is just full of blatantly obvious shit that everyone already knows, but don't go away, I'm not finished yet! Cortana is a smart artificial intelligence construct. She was once part of the most important figures in the Human Covenant War, and was also John 117's partner in various combat missions, as well as serving as the AI for the Halcyon class, light cruiser, UNSC Pillar of Autumn, orbital defense platform, Carrier Station. Cortana is usually voiced by Jen Taylor, who voices Catherine Hastley in Halo Legends. Shelley Kathleen Black voices the Hastley and Cortana. Earth Halo and High Charity. High Charity was the Covenant's mobile planetoid station and capital city, known as the Holy City of the Covenant or Prophets. Holy City, effectively, it was the collective's united homeworld. High Charity is roughly 1/75 of the size of Halo installation. In the final cutscene of Halo 2, High Charity is shown as a small dot on the upper portion of the ring when installation 05 deactivates. High Charity has stimulated gravity of 0.9 gravity and averages a temperature of 20 degrees Celsius, compared to Earth's 1 gravity and 14 degrees Celsius. Halo 2 Anniversary. Halo 2 Anniversary is a remastered version of Halo 2 and it features extra content, high-definition resolution, and remastered audio and graphics. It was released on November 11th, 2014 as a part of the Halo The Master Chief Collection for the Xbox One. 343 Industries currently has no plans to make Halo 2 Anniversary a standalone game as Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary was. A full-length documentary chronicling 343 Industries' journey as they reimagine Halo 2 for its 10th year anniversary. On May 12, 2020, Halo 2 Anniversary was added to Halo The Master Chief Collection for PC, available on Xbox Game Pass for PC, Steam, and the Microsoft Store. Now we're on to the second layer, and this basically just wraps up the first layer for the iceberg. So now, let's get on to the second one. BR-55 Service Rifle, commonly known as the Battle Rifle, is a United Nations Space Command Infantry Service Rifle. It was first seen in Halo 2, although it has been in service since 2525. It is the older of the BR-55 series rifles. It is the most notable for its powerful 3-round burst fire and accurate 2-scope, making it more efficient at farther ranges than the MA5 Assault. Energy Sword. In Halo 2, the energy sword is blue with purple undertones and electrical energy crackling on it when the blade is activated. In the campaign, it is only used by higher-ranking Sangheili, such as Special Operations Units, Ultras, and Zealots, though players can now wield the sword. SMG. The M7 Caseless Submachine Gun, more simply known as the SMG, is a United Nations Space Command Infantry and Special Operations weapon. A suppressed version of the M7 Caseless Submachine Gun, known simply as the M7S Submachine Gun, is also available for the UNSC Special Operations. The Prophets. Hierarchs, also known as High Prophets, served as the highest theocratic leaders of the Covenant High Council. By extension, the supreme leaders of the entire Covenant Empire. A reoccurring theme is that the High Prophets' personalities are opposite of their titles. Truth lies to the Covenant about the Great Journey. The Prophet and Regret never showed regret for his actions, and Mercy showed no mercy to the Arbiter. Tetris. Tetris was the last known chieftain of the Jiralhanae, I'm not even gonna fucking try and pronounce that, to serve in the Covenant. He was the Arbiter's primary rival during the Battle of Installation 05 and Acts of the Hierarchs, Chief Enforcer, or more accurately, Truth's second in command following. Following the start of the Great Schism, he was the leader of the entire Covenant military. He's also the territory antagonist and the final boss in Halo 2. Heretics. Heretic Sangheili were Sangheili who rebelled against the Covenant's High Council during the events prior to the discovery of the second Halo ring. And that's basically all I had to say. Halo 2 Vista. Halo 2 Vista is a ported PC version of Halo 2 by Hired Gun for use on Windows Vista operating system exclusively and as a release title for the Games for Windows category. The release date was originally planned for May 8th, 2007. However, the release date had been delayed to May 22nd, 2007 because the team needed to make some improvements to install experience and address other technical issues. Centennial Beam. The Centennial Beam is a foreigner-directed energy weapon. Centennial beams are often integrated into the Centennials from where the weapons take their name. The weapon is particularly effective against small flood outbreaks and energy shields. Multiplayer Map Pack. The Halo 2 Multiplayer Map Pack is a downloadable content or DLC collection for Halo 2. It was released on July 5th, 2005 for $19 and allowed players without access to Xbox Live to download the additional maps and auto updates for the game. It was released before Blasticular Pack and auto updates 4 and 5 were released and therefore does not include them. Noob Combo. The NOOB combo is a combination of plasma pistol overcharge and use of the precision weapon. A NOOB combo can be used in multiplayer games to gain quick kills. The term was coined shortly after the release of Halo 2. Now, that was a pretty short layer, but that's it for the second layer, so I guess we could just move on to the third one. Machinima. Machinima is use of real-time computer graphics engines to create a cinematic production. Oftentimes, video games are used to generate the computer animation. Machinima-based artists, sometimes called machinimists or machinimators, are often fan laborators by virtue of their reuse of copyrighted material. Machinima offers an archive of gaming performance and access to the look and feel of software and hardware that may already have become obsolete or even unavailable. For game studies, Machinima's gestures grant access to gaming's historical conditions of possibility and how Machinima offers links to comparative horizon that informs, charges, and fully participates in video game culture. E3 Demo Level. Halo 2 E3 Demo was a real-time demonstration of early plans for Halo 2's Outskirts and Metropolis levels. It was shown at E3 2003 and showed some designs for Halo 2, including ODST's battle rifles, which were originally going to be single-shot, dual-wielding, SMGs, Brutes, and Gauss Warthog, and many other things. The demo bears little resemblance to the final game as it was created by Bungie out of demand for material to show at E3. Grunt plays with toys. The Grunt plays with toys is an Ungoy that can be encountered in Halo 2. During the opening cinematic of Delta Halo, while playing on Legendary partway in, an Ungoy can be seen sitting next to the Kig Yar. If you look closely at him, it can be observed that the Ungoy has John 117's figure in one hand and an Ungoy figure in the other hand. This Easter egg is easier to observe if you take a picture and zoom in. With an editing program, if you have Halo 2 VISTA, you can use screen capture program. Depending on the difficulty, the Ungoy will be playing with different things. On easy, he plays with a stick and dirt. On normal, he plays with 2 plasma grenades. On heroic, he plays with fire. In the remastered Halo 2 Anniversary, the Jackal is instead teasing the Grunt with his plush toy, Blow Me Away. Blow Me Away is a song from the Halo 2 original soundtrack by the alternative rock band Breaking Benjamin. The song plays during the battle between the Brutes, Hunters, and Elites in the Mausoleum of the Arbiter at the end of the level, Gravemind, though it plays with the lyrics almost muted. Legendary Ending. Legendary Ending is the most difficult setting of campaign gameplay in every Halo game to date. Aside from the informal mythic difficulty, which refers to legendary with all skulls active in Halo games that feature them, the legendary difficulty is also featured in Firelight and Skirmish games. At the end of Halo game, there may be a cutscene that will only be available when a player has completed the game on legendary. Red vs. Blue. Red vs. Blue, often abbreviated as RVB, is an American comic science fiction web series created by Bernie Burns with his production company, Rooster Teeth. The show is based on the setting of the military science fiction first-person shooter series and media franchise Halo. It is distributed through Rooster Teeth's website, as well as on DVD, Blu-ray, and formerly on EI-Ray Network and Netflix. The series initially centers on 2 opposing teams of the soldiers fighting on ostensible civil war, shown in increments to actually be alive fire exercise for elite soldiers. In the middle of Blood Gulch, a desolate box canyon in a parody of first-person shooter video games, military life, and science fiction films. Initially intended to be a short series of 6 to 8 episodes, the project quickly and unexpectedly achieved significant popularity following its premiere on April 1st, 2003. The series consists of 18 seasons and 5 miniseries. Red vs. Blue is the longest-running episodic web series and second longest-running web series of all time, behind Homestar Runner. Skulls. Skulls in Halo 2 are Easter eggs that make the game more challenging / interesting. They do nothing outside of the campaign and their effects last until Halo 2 is exited. Another Day at the Beach. Another Day at the Beach is a bonus video of the Halo 2 multiplayer map pack. It details what happens to the second Pelican after being shot down by the Scarab in the opening cinematic of the Halo 2 campaign level Outskirts. The disc containing the map pack also contains Halo 2 Killitacular, which goes over the making of the cutscene. Our remastered version, Another Day at the Beach, animated by Blur Studio, is featured alongside Halo 2 Anniversary in Halo, the Master Chief Collection. Sword flying. Sword flying is a glitch presented in Halo 2. It allows players to use the energy sword to bypass invisible walls. The glitch can also be performed in Halo 3, though not with the same results. The player can leave the ordinary map boundaries by performing a sword fly trick or a sword cancel. Also, form of sword flying is butterflying and is done by standing below a partner and sword canceling continuously while the partner continuously jumps. The player will charge at but not slash the other player, allowing the sword user to fly over the other person and get over a boundary. Players could also use the sword fly trick to get past the boundaries in older versions, although this glitch has been removed from the game by an update from the game publisher Bungie. There are no 4 ways to glitch involving the energy sword. In this article, R is shorthand for the right trigger on your controller. X, Y, B are the blue, yellow, and red buttons respectively. Now that's all for the third layer, so let's just get on to the fourth one now. Infection custom games. Infection is a multiplayer game type in Halo 3, Halo Reach, and Halo 5 Guardians. It is the official zombie mode modeled after zombie mode's popularity as a custom game in Halo 2. The objective of the game type is for players to stay uninfected for as long as possible while zombies try to kill every living player. The number of players starting out as zombies can be changed in the options and are selected at random from the start. When a zombie kills a living player, they are infected and they become a zombie. When there is just one living player left, he is declared the last man standing. Secret Room and Foundation. The Foundation is a multiplayer level in Halo 2 based on the Thunderdome levels from the Marathon series. Foundation is a symmetrical map with 2 levels, a lower center area and a raised walkway around the edge. There are rooms jutting from the corners of the upper walkway. The proportioned all-around tiers converge on all sides of one another, making a circle from a bird's eye view. The Scared Grunt. The Scared Grunt is a special dialogue grunt found in Halo 2 level Uprising. The Cowardly Grunt is the only special dialogue grunt who is actually an ally, since he is encountered by Theo Vadim. Example map. Example is a custom-made map included in Halo 2 Vista's build in map editor as an example of what players can do when making their own maps. It isn't technically an actual map, but it is included in the game's map editor files. By default, it can be acquired by installing the Halo 2 Vista map editor. This map features a weapon new to gameplay, but has already been in Halo: First Strike, Halo graphic novel, and art club of Halo. The M7S submachine gun. The suppressed SMG is a standard M7 caseless submachine gun with a suppressor attached to the barrel, making it less noisy and reducing muzzle flash. It also has a laser sight. Rex. Rex is an Easter egg that has appeared in Halo, Combat Evolved, Halo 2, and their anniversaries. The Easter egg takes the form of the word Rex written on the level's scenery. It was added by Bungie programmer Tyson Green. Not Sid was here. In Halo 2, map COAGULATION is a hidden message that says Sid was not here with the initials CMP and the number 10 in tally marks. Why am I here? The Why Am I Here Easter egg can be found on Beaver Creek in Halo 2. The Easter egg is an obvious reference to the Rooster Teeth series Red vs. Blue, in which there is a running gag. The first line in the first episode is, "Why are we here?" And at the end of season 5, Caraboose asks Church the same question, and he replies with a speech. But Caraboose explains that he just meant "Why are you in the sun?" and not the shade. And most recently, in season 9, Sarge begins an inspirational speech with, "Gentlemen, why are we here?" And after an awestruck silence between Griff and Simmons, Simmons replies, "It's one of life's greatest mysteries." But Sarge corrects him and explains he meant, "Why are they all still in the army unit?" and begins a smashing speech. Soccer ball. The soccer ball is found in Halo 2's campaign level Metropolis. Hidden in the rooftops, there is a speculation that is used by Bungie to test the physics engine of the game, and that they left it in the level instead of deleting it. It also appears as a forge item available to place on certain maps in Halo 3 and Halo Reach and Halo 4. The Scarab Gun. The Scarab Gun is a weapon modeled after Type 25 directed energy rifle, but with the firepower of Scarab's main cannon. It's hidden in the multiple Halo 2 levels. The Scarab Gun has a slightly different appearance than a normal plasma rifle. In co-op, when you get the gun, have your partner look at you while you are dual wielding it with a plasma rifle. There's a glow at the tip of the plasma rifle that is not present on the Scarab Gun, although you can do it in single player. Anniversary dolls. There are 8 stuffed toys hidden throughout Halo 2 Anniversary Edition. The toys can only be found in remastered mode. Each toy will give you an achievement. If you collect all 8, you will unlock the Toy Box achievement. The Friendly Brutes phenomenon is a glitch that causes some brutes in Halo 3's campaign to regard the player as an ally. One easy way to disarm grunts is to turn on Mythic, catch Thunderstorm and Tough Luck, and start the Covenant at mission start on easy and kill the brute leader at the first tower to make the grunts kamikaze. He should survive the explosion, and when he recuperates, he should have no weapon. Holding no weapons. In Halo 2, the glitch requires an oddball and a plasma pistol. Find an oddball and charge your plasma pistol. Walk over to the oddball and pick it up while still charging the plasma pistol. If you did it properly, your weapon will have been deleted, your hands will be empty, and no reticle will be found present on your HUD. And that's it for the 4th flare, and so let's just get on to the 5th one. Pineapple Under the Sea. Back when MCC first came out, a lot of people thought there was a pineapple in the middle of the lake on the mission Regret, which some people thought that might have been a reference to SpongeBob's Pineapple House. Coagulation Clown. Coagulation is a multiplayer map in Halo 2, a remake of the Halo Combat Evolved multiplayer map Blood Glutch. It features a large valley with identical bunkers at both ends. It is ideal for capture the flag games due to its wide open spaces and having one base at either end of the map. Zanzibar Beach sign. View one of the seasonal signs on Zanzibar Beach Classic multiplayer. On the classic Zanzibar map, there will always be a small sign on the beach where near the edge of the tide with a picture of a shark and the warning, danger, no swimming. At certain times of the year, this will change on its own. Rooster Teeth soda machines. On the map Turf, there are Rooster Teeth soda machines. I couldn't find out why they were there, but the machines are from the Red vs. Blue comic series. Meg. Jamie Griesemer. I'm not even gonna fucking try and pronounce that. Lead designer of Halo Combat Evolved gave his girlfriend Meg a gift in the form of an Easter egg. The Easter egg, affectionately called the Meg, was hidden in the Pillar of Autumn level under a series of almost impossible feats to ensure that no one could find it accidentally. The Meg, it herself, is a heart made with the human blood with the name M made of bullet holes in the center. Chris CARLEY on the ring. I couldn't really find anything onto it, so let's just move on to the next one. The Invincible Warthog. The Invincible Warthog can be found in Halo 2 campaign level, Outskirts in Halo Combat Evolved, and the final mission of Halo 3. Warthog is invincible by default. Holy fuck, was that it? Was that really it? That was it. Oh shit. Alright, on to the next layer. I Love Bees is an alternate reality game developed for 42 Entertainment used by the marketing of Halo 2. During the summer of 2004, the website www.ilovebees.com was used as a publicity site for Halo 2, with the site being pointed to by an advertisement for the game played alongside movie trailers. Ostensibly a beekeeper's personal site, the server appeared to have been taken over an unstable UI whose thoughts were found scattered on the site. Players would interact with this AI and help her return to the future and save the world from the Halo array. The ghosts of Halo are undefined players that tend to spawn out of nowhere during multiplayer games, exclusively cited in Halo 2, 3, and Halo Reach. Such ghosts tend to behave bizarrely and possess odd features. Among other things, they do not carry gamer tags, do not show up on the scoreboard, and move erratically. They can be hostile if provoked, though some have been known to attack actual players for no reason. On some occasions, they are also invulnerable and will may not die. Jim Jones and boxers. The only thing I could find on this was this Reddit post that was made to the Halo subreddit. If you want to read it, you can. I'll leave it in the description. Water wall on Outskirts. Outskirts is the 4th campaign level of Halo 2. As John 1:17, you must battle your way through the streets of Old Mombasa, Earth, and the Marines to reach the beach. From there, you can head to the highway tunnel, which leads to the next level, Metropolis. And I'm guessing that there was some sort of a fucking water wall there. Ling Ling is Bungie Studios' dog. Only it's not so much a dog, but a dog's head. It is contained in a jar of flomadrihide. The dog's head was once lost too, but it has now been found and is kept somewhere inside Bungie's office. Now let's just get on to the 7th layer. I'm not gonna waste any of your fucking time, to be honest. Unfinished or scrapped weapons and vehicles, things that which did not make it into the final versions of the Halo games. Due to the Halo 2 E3 demo supposedly taking 7 months to complete, the team at Bungie had to cut numerous gameplay and story elements in order to meet the time constraints for Halo 2. Many of the elements have been confirmed by such things as videos and commentary on the limited edition special DVD. AS, or amalgam scene specification, is a source file type, an intermediary format file produced by the 3ds Max exporter. When run through Halo 2 tool, AS files generate scenario and scenario structure BSP files, which can then be edited by other tools. When Halo 2 VISTA was initially released, an AS error would occur, showing a picture of one of the lead engineers, CARLEY, mooning Steve Ballmer. This has been patched. Mario death sound. 1 year ago, a post was made to the Halo 2 subreddit saying that after 13 years, he finally got the Mario death sound. A lot of people thought that it was only in Halo 3, but it turns out that it's also in Halo 2. Flood Juggernaut. The Flood Juggernaut is a large flood form originally unused and found only within the game files of Halo 2, but was later officially added to the Halo Fireteam Raven. The Warthog Run. The Warthog Run is a type of gameplay segment in both Halo's Combat Evolved's The Maw and Halo 3's Halo. It involves the Master Chief, or the Arbiter, driving an M12 chain gun Warthog to escape a Halo's destruction. And now on to our final layer, the 8th layer. Our final layer, which is the 8th layer, only has about 3 things on it, so I'm just gonna briefly go over it. 2401 Pentient Tangent. 2401 Pentient Tangent is the monitor of installation of 05 Pentient Tangent. Seems to be in a combat state while in the midst of Gravemind. Every Halo 2 copy is personalized. 7 months ago, there was a post made to Reddit that said every Halo 2 copy is personalized. I couldn't really find anything else though. How Johnson made it back in one piece. If you want to read some of the comments on the Reddit post, I'll try to remember to leave it in the description. But yeah, I didn't really bother saying anything about these considering it's only 3 things. But yeah. And that's basically it. First, I would like to address the elephant in the room. Something that you probably noticed about this video is that the editing isn't as good compared to my previous projects. My reason behind this is that no one really watches Icebergs for the editing. They watch it to fall asleep to, or to clean their room, or to complete other tasks. But yeah, this was Alibi. Thanks for watching.